In this comment, I literally ripped her a new one, but I'm not trying to be mean, I'm trying to be helpful. I haven't watched her full video yet. Let's see. There's a few minutes left. 2 minutes, but it gets really heartfelt and real here. Alright, here we go. Let's see if I can get back here. Just took me like an hour, maybe an hour.
Oh, race whatever.
Total
Your entire is a desire to escape anything that feels. Look at your vids. Low 1530 sports. Yeah, I thought that was in mode 2 on CEO mode. This is sexual as I hate about reality. Yes, it's commentary. All things are common in the world, regardless. There had to be some reality in anything, or it falls up into nonsense. You hate some females, BC. You felt your mom was so she left you, and your dad you want to escape the of your sister, BC. It happened when you were in it, but you have to face your fear, or you are soul, and you will be so tired that HW they get you long ago that HW animals were hunted whenever they thought they were human around they. Sticky Peter, then I poked up again. The hunters were chasing, but stopped. So the animal thought H was only 2, then again pop up till it gave up. I FRM exhaustion. Amigos meus 2 over the top escalados, Moro Rio são times CSB. In movies and in comedies, like what we were taught in class, head dialogue. I think it was called It's Crash and Plastic sometimes, but it fits here fine. You need to explain more, not simply go W sarcasm here. You say Vice article, you say nothing WRGW again. Real world elements in a story. It's like saying I put a table in a scene. Really? You see tables exist in the comics. There's tons of real world comics, superhero themes. Look at Watchmen. There's even a political one I got years ago. There's a first in Chinese president manga. I mean, there's every type of comic in the gameable BC. Don't like reality doesn't mean the medium you're what have it. You were late. That Phil's girl W also did opera memory. She didn't want to be lectured. She said she'd be in a lecture, so paraphrasing implying whatever. But she escape, she implies that she says it's supposed to escapist entertainment. But the reality is escape, but you can only minimize it. Everything is trying to lecture, you control, etc. That's what socializing is all about. Why do you think you are telling us your feelings? Who don't want to movies 2 HG? Why should we hear the cure? Politics is simply is. What you don't realize is the USA and all rich colony nations to take over all and murder and slave steal, etc. It's the very basis of the world, literally, that covers it all that is it. A controlling constructed system. You can't run it. It's freaking everywhere. Even now the British still own like 1/2 the world, Canada, Australia, etc. All rights for mostly only a few decades ago. Maybe I could like race whatever. Your entire shtick is a desire to escape anything that feels. Look at your vids, literally. Anything real turn off for you is this rage bait. But it's the same W abuse victims, PTSD, it's sad. And the only I can do here is tell you how what W means so you know what you missed. My parents as Asian parents are very abusive to their children, but they stayed anyway to I assume, save face. My mom was funny and caring, but cruelly, and fiscally my dad would push her, and he also was emotional abusive to her, to me, but in a more subtle way since he W a lot, but in many not subtle ways, and many times would brush us off that he was working, talk it was a cheap false excuse he cheated. On my mom like his own father did, which caused my grandma to die of a sad, and it caused many of my uncles' aunts to do themselves. They were constantly fit fighting, and I considered running away, but still protect my siblings. It cost me my indirectly when I failed to help a child who assaulted, and my dad did not do enough to prevent further damage, and risk my brothers as well. My parents never got along till supposedly this day maybe, but I feel it's more old age and nation is when hear death, even the devil, okay good if you're weak. So my point is yet would have been better if I did run away. Sips would have still turned out the same as now or me going their own way. I still don't loan W minded that much, but it's less than a year, but the overall feeling is complete resentment. It's more obligated. He's near that he really doesn't give a F, so it's more like you and me I think, so he's willing to work to give answers. Plus I know better now HW to get turns FRM him. My mom still is communicative, but over the years she showed caring attitudes and humor. It's more anyway with females naturally. Didn't miss much in other words, people deal in to get LNG in reality. It's also mirrors and feces. A scam. Welcome to the real world. You need more of spoilers before you spoil anything entered. I've stopped at halfway since I watching Soup on Thursday, but you already spoiled the beginning right before you said you wouldn't. I know one of those spoilers FRM another, and the other I kind of could tell FRM the trail lots, etc. But still, spoiler prize after that when you said you don't like the dog at first because you have a dog, but after you realize he's like your dog, I realized it's your thing again. New reality. You don't want to be reminded of it. Seriously, you gotta get had divorced down its polluted life. For me, the best I can do is teach not as horrible as Trump and Congress are inside traders. The reason I'm going is the dog never even opened to ever see that on the big screen, but when it found out, I was all in. Update, okay, I did a ton of shorts, still uploading. Also no footage, still need to upload, could take a week, still doing my franchise. I think I met the lowest actress relative or actual actress of the third showing hilarious. When I got out on the other side, so we were like looking at each other. And Lois has said, that was the best of my life. Smiling, she's smiling, funny BC in retrospect is so true and rhetorical. Anyway, Nathana's relative came over to buy my parents' previous house go. He brought his Hollywood Liukin GF small thin, pretty cute blonde hair, turned up like Marge Simpson, very eating. She had tiny white poodle, maybe holding in her arms. He looked like Nathan, could have been to vid short W, but I ended up accidentally deleting it for wow. So that's 2 possible actors. FRM here, Eve met possibly. Update. 12 o'clock, you were trying to escape reality again, yes. He's using a political smear campaign with all hate comments. Yes, law powerful in situations. Do it. Putin, USA, China, Korea, every country. So maybe it doesn't make it invalid. It's not about it's about reality like spoilers. Yes, many different ways, tons in this movie. Some real can't. I don't think so. That last line spoilers is my franchise catchphrase from years ago. Well, gun meat has inspired this movie to his Superman. BC, there are so many metahumans, so the tech billionaires get shafted when it comes to attention. BC, there are so many metahumans, so the trillionaires get shafted when it comes to attention. Shows. Reply. Ahoba Yozi. 4 days ago. Today's walking gets a 10 out of 10. Today's walking gets a 10 out of 10. Today's walking. Ahoba Yobi. Showless. Reply. Reply. Navigation. Create. Novi mais. This on the nose. Just go watch a these. Thin, pretty cute hair, tall, done up like Marge Simpson. She had cute, tiny white poodle, maybe in her arms. He definitely. BC, there's so many metahumans, so the trillionaires get shafted when it comes to attention. Liz. That's 2 pos actors FRM here, eBay Met Poppy. Update. 12 o'clock here to escape reality again, yes. So using a political smear campaign with online hate comments. Yes, lots of powerful instigations to it. Putin, USA, China, Korea, every country. I assume maybe it doesn't make valid. It's not about novelty, it's about reality. Spoilers. Yes, uses many different ways in this movie, some real ones he can't. I don't think so. Wow, that last line, spoilers, is my franchise catchphrase from Yugo. Gun me to scene it inspired this to his Superman. Wow. BC, there are so many metahumans, so the billionaires get shafted when it comes to attention. BC, there are so many metahumans, the tech billionaires get shafted when it comes to attention.
You won't read this last part. Let's true. Okay.
Seep navigation. Create. Novi mais. This on the nose. I just go watch a V's. 18 horas. Trying to escape reality again, yes. So he is using a political campaign with online hate comments. Yes, the powerful institutions do it. Putin, China, Korea, every country. I say it doesn't make it invalid. It's not about novels, it's about reality. Like spoilers. Yes, uses different ways tons in this movie, some real ones he can't. I don't think so. Well, last line spoilers is my franchise catchphrase from years ago. Gun me to inspired this movie to his Superman. Wow. BC, there are so many metahumans, so the tech billionaires get shafted comes to attention.
Okay, it won't read. Let's see. Cerebral. Read cerebral. Continue reading.
Cerebral. I'm more into Picard Manu Weber's specs, but opponent-wise for Superman, it was about power leveling the apes. But it can still MW brain spoilers Hulk versus Ultimates and Ultimate Human with Builder. Though he wasn't called the same W's in the Cap 4 movie. Well, now let's call him Brain. But it still liked his look very much like Clark's. Update. 1,400 spoilers. It's haunted Lex's desire for his own land sports. It's a call to reach second. Superman movie spoilers. Lex wants Australia. Again, you have an issue W reality. If you want the fantasy, watch the Teletubbies. Or those in toddler infant shows. It doesn't get any more real total escapism, except if they start to whatever it. We like it beat. There's so many metahumans, so the tech billion is shafted when it comes to attention. Show lit.
Let me change abs. Abs. It's called abs. Get that light working. Abs, ABS. Abs. Good. It doesn't look race. I gotta change the other thing.